Well, the summer of cricket is underway with bumper crowds turning out for the first day of the first test at the Gabba. Jesse Grayson is there. Jesse, South African fans appear a bit few and far between this year.
Yeah, Max, fans are still filtering out of the Gabba at stumps on day one on what can only be described as a pretty tough day for the Aussies in the field. The Proteas showing why they are the #1 side in Test cricket at the moment. But if colour and fanfare are worth anything, the Aussie fans did Australia proud today in what can only be described as a big crowd at the Gabba for day one. Humid, overcast conditions and thousands of colourful, passionate fans. Once balmy, this year's army a little pyjama. And then there's this bunch of wallies. It's the first time South Africa's swung the willow in Brisbane for 50 years. Santa turned up, Rudolph as well, even Supergirl. And the Cricket Australia boss couldn't be happier.
A real highlight of the summer, and great to have the South Africans here in Brisbane for the first time.
The day one Gabba crowd among the biggest ever for a non-Ashes test. Australia lost the toss, but delivered on a promise to attack captain Graham Smith.
And that's worth a shout. That's worth a big shout.
Still, picking a winner this early, as hard as reading Warnie's flipper. Even Proteas fans having an each-way bet.
I think looking at talent, the South African team's got it. But fighting spirit might get the Aussies doing it.
Aussies a little more laid back. After all, it was still a work day.
Just having some fun in the sun and meeting everyone. I just think it'll be a good day.
The long, hot summer of cricket. And this is just day one. And tomorrow being a Saturday, big crowds are expected again. Lots of mums and dads and kids heading out to watch the Aussies hopefully turn it around. The Weather Bureau says take along a poncho or an umbrella because the weather's not looking that good at the moment. Hopefully it holds out so the Aussies can rip into the tourists and turn this test around.
Yeah, let's hope so. OK, our thanks to Jesse Grayson live from the Gabba. Rob Hazel's in the newsroom. Rob, what's actually been happening inside the Gabba?
Well, Max, from a cricket fan's perspective, it's been the biggest build-up to a Brisbane test outside of an Ashes that I can recall. And with pretty good reason. We've got the best team in the world in South Africa up against the third best team in the world. And there was a lovely moment at the start of play today when debutant Rob Quiney was given his baggy green from Australian legend Alan Border. As we just saw, Graham Smith won the toss and decided to bat. It didn't look like a great decision when James Pattinson had him trapped in front for 10. But from there, it was pretty much all the Proteas. Opener Alvaro Peterson notched up a half-century before he got out to spinner Nathan Lyon. And then Hashim Amla and Jacques Kallis set about putting together a strong partnership. The Aussies, well, they didn't have too much luck, though, particularly Peter Siddle. He had Kallis caught by Lyon, only for it to be ruled a no ball. And then, not long after that, he dropped Amla with a relatively simple caught and bowled chance before bad light stopped play. So, Max, Australia doing it tough at the end of the first day. We'll have a complete report a little later on in sport.
Thanks, Rob. We'll see you then.